and brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2K Sports. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the New York Knicks in New York. Looking at the last game for the Knicks, it was a win against the 76ers. They seem to be tapping into their full potential more and more as the season moves along. I think lately, we're seeing a more accurate picture of who this team really is than we saw in the early part of the season. When it comes to versatile scorers, Carmelo Anthony right there at the top of the list.
Yes, he's a big body guy, loves to play inside, loves to play outside. He can post up, loves to operate on that pinch post, has gotten better as a three-point shooter. You can't take everything away from this guy. You got to give something up.
He can certainly be a handful, that's for sure. So is Kevin Harlan. It's your turn.
This is a pair of teams that have had more than their share of battles over the years. The Chicago Bulls are in New York to take on the Knicks. You look at Chicago, they easily took Thursday's game, and what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
Yeah, they were nearly flawless offensively in that win, Kevin. Once they got rolling, they just did not stop.
My kind of performance to watch, guys. Efficient and potent. Very strong.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Snell in at the 3 slot. For 3, Calderon. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Rose.
The New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and with team values skyrocketing, the Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion. That's a B, billion.
On defense, the Bulls, it's a 3-point game. Calderon kicks to Smith. Pass to Galloway. Clock at 6. The dish now to Carmelo. Anthony right side. Puts the fade away right on the money.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
Rose against Calderon. Rose attacking Gasol. From outside, off the mark. And the Knicks with possession here. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And it was so important for their bench to come in and play well in that game. I thought that was critical to the victory.
Well, they got contributions up and down the roster, and that's what you need. Everybody who stepped on the floor contributed.
And so it's New York with it. Pass to Edmondson. Rose with the double team. Here's Galloway. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Rose goes in. And he gets the bucket. Rose has got 5 points so far.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find some, you're right. Now here's Anthony. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Here's Edmondson. New York, no good that time either.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Rose goes in. Knicks with the rebound.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
And that one's good.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A-game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Gasol. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
Amari Stoudemire is checked in for New York.
Amari Stoudemire still an efficient scorer, attacking the rim. The problems have been at the defensive end of the floor, where last season he fouled 4 times more than he blocked a shot. Not a great ratio. So he's got to continue to work defensively.
Dishes it to Calderon. Shoots from 12. No good.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
And it's Butler missing. And Amari, he's owed around $45 million over this season and next.
And that's a huge contract. Still a great scorer, but as we discussed, he's got to defend at a better level and rebound at a higher rate to command more minutes on this team. And we'll see if he can make that happen.
And the Knicks making a change here. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
And it's Rose penetrating. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jose Calderon. For Chicago, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Larkin, he's checked in for the Knicks. Outside Thomas. And it's Hardaway atop the key. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Rose. Drills the elbow jumper. Rose has got 9.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Larkin, the pass to Thomas. Kicks to Stoudemire. Back to Thomas. The Bulls leading by 3. Takes the 13-footer. Rose gets the bucket. He's got 11.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Here's Larkin. He's covered by Rose. Larkin dishes to Thomas. Here's Larkin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Boy, when you got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
Now Rose. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches. That's how.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
The defense was really impressive there, guys, in that first quarter. They came out focused right from the beginning.
And, Steve, that's a big part of why they're on top right now.
Lance Thomas out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Amundsen. And it's Larkin in at the point. They're the group New York will start the second with. Passes it to Mirotic. Latre. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Mirotic, Clark, the first ever 2-time winner of the EuroLeague Rising Star Award. Certainly one of the most accomplished European prospects to enter the NBA in quite some time.
And, you know, Kevin, his game has been compared to Dirk Nowitzki or Danilo Gallinari, and both of those guys are pretty versatile, high-quality, highly skilled players. So Mirotic stretch power forward with really good intangibles, too.
Pushing their lead to double digits. 13 points for Derrick Rose.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Thomas kicks to Larkin. Back to Thomas. Here's Larkin. He's covered by Rose. Here's Amundsen. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Mirotic, tremendously skilled for a player of his size, able to pass, handle, shoots it with range, and you know, I think he has the toughness to complement that skill level as well.
And Mirotic has a nice touch inside. I mean, he's developed a post game to complement a really good outside shot. It'll be interesting to see how he's able to be most effective in the NBA.
For 3, no luck. And New York the other way now. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. That's good. And that's now 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Rose. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his third rebound tonight. Calderon with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. The 11-footer. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one on Rose.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And Calderon drops them both.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, and that's really important. You've got to continue to attack.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Derrick Rose has become increasingly deadly with his floater. He developed it earlier on at the park. Rose said, when we used to play in the park, there were no fouls. So that's why I shoot the crazy shots I do. Because I knew I was going to get fouled, but I still got to make the shot. His blacktop creativity is paying off, gentlemen.
Pretty impressive, Doris. Thanks.
Once he had to change the shot because of the hand in his face, you knew he wasn't going to make it.
It's Anthony with the drive. Galloway, the pass to Calderon. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
It's really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Smith dishes to Calderon. New York moving the ball around. Anthony's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 7. Brooks kicks to Rose. He feeds it to Mirotic. Brooks the pass to Rose. He kicks to Mirotic. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Off target from outside.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Feeds to Carmelo. Smith sets the pick for Anthony. To the wing on the left. Goes back up. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, and it seemed like the difference in that game, guys, was the defensive effort. They forced a lot of turnovers, and that allowed them to get out and get some easy looks in transition.
Galloway, the pass to Amundsen. Rose against Calderon. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Amundsen.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I'll tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
Now here's Rose. He's got 19. No good on that last second attempt there. And that concludes the first half.
Hey, Kevin, I've got Jose, and what is foremost in your mind going up against these guys tonight?
They know how to play, so that's what we got to give in the second half and trying to execute a little bit better, trying to play even better defense, and that way we can keep working on this lead. I think we are a really good team. We can beat anybody.
Nice confidence, Jose. Thank you. Kevin?
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
What a game for Rose. 19 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
the second half about to start here in just a few moments. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Heinrich is out there with Doug McDermott. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then there's Nazr Mohammed. And it's Mirotic in at the 3. To the middle. And it will go. And the Bulls lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Anthony.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Heinrich kicks to McDermott. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
There's a screen. Anthony drives in. Tries again. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Here's Heinrich. Knicks with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. Here's Galloway, and he banks in the layup.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations. He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher going straight from his playing to his new job as the Knicks head coach. He brushed aside questions about his lack of experience, saying, basketball is a game that I'm experienced in playing, understanding, leading in, and helping achieve the greatest gift in the world as an athlete, and that's being a champion. Not bad, guys.
A lack of confidence. He understands winning, Doris. Thanks. Shoots from 12. And Heinrich gets it to go. Heinrich's got 5 points in the quarter. Knicks trail by 8. Calderon with it. 6 points for him. He dishes it to Smith. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Heinrich passes to McDermott. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Heinrich. That's good. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. So New York ends up going with the new group. Bairstow, he's checked in for the Bulls. Gibson comes in for Mirotic. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Larkin dishes to Thomas. There's a screen to the paint. An easy layup after coming off the pick. He has 5.
Man, his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Heinrich outside. Six to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. No good. Knicks trail by 8. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Larkin can't get it to go.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Heinrich from outside. Shot is off. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's Thomas. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
Here's Heinrich. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Here's Larkin, guarded by Heinrich. Another shot, and there's the feed to Larkin. Shot from 12. Almost, but it rolls out.
Boy, he had a good look at that one. You hate to miss that shot.
And Heinrich gets it to go. Knicks trail by 7.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they've got to hurry. Step on the gas here.
Stoudemire, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Bulls have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And here's Heinrich. He's got 9. The pass to Bearstein. Back to Heinrich. Launches a 3, and he gets it to go. Heinrich's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Bulls.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
How about that for a response?
And we'll say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
And we've watched. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin?
Sure.
This is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like they had no idea what was going on.
What precision with that pass.
Beautiful.
Knicks trail by 5. They've got Calderon. Smith is out there with Stoudemire. Then it's Anthony, and it's Galloway in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Butler attacking. It's stolen by Calderon. Pass to Galloway. Back to Calderon. Shot clock at 5. New York, no good that time either.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
He hits it from 9. 21 points for Derrick Rose.
Really nice possession there. Their focus has never wavered as this game has unfolded.
And with time running down here in the fourth, they may need to add only a few more points to their lead to put it away.
Calderon kicks to Smith. Passes it to Galloway. Now the dish to Carmelo. Rebound by Butler. The Bulls leading by 7. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? That's just an awful turnover.
It was Amundsen who's checked in for Stoudemire.
Let's go Knicks!
Calderon passes to Anthony. Back to Calderon. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Rose against Calderon. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Another 3 for Chicago.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Knicks trail by 8. There's the pass to Galloway. Calderon kicks to Anthony. Pulls up on the wing. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 4 rebounds in this game. The 17-footer. And it's Chicago scoring again.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
New York calls timeout. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching it.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Amundsen can't hit. The Bulls leading by 10. Rose dishes to Mirotic. Calderon against Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall. New York shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Pass to Calderon. With the runner, and the shot is good.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
Rose kicks to Butler. Rose against Calderon, and it's Rose penetrating. Second shot opportunity, and Gasol with the lay-in. And the Bulls lead by 10.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 10. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. And New York making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. Calderon has the open look. And the three off target.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
The kick outside to Butler. Back to Rose. Rose double teamed. It's tipped. Now Calderon. Here's Anthony, and he slams it one-handed.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Chicago.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Calderon, that's for 2. That one wide left.
Now, bad timing. His team trailing, and this has not been a quarter that he'd like to remember.
Shot's good.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
Here's Anthony. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Rose, good.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Calderon. Stoudemire kicks to Calderon. Anthony on the wing, defended by Gibson. Calderon, no good. No good. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, pal, congratulations on the win here. How satisfying is this victory for you and the team?
It's satisfying just because we got another great win. And the way we've been playing lately, I think it's just been great, and we just got to keep the momentum going.
Wins help the confidence, pal. Congratulations. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Derrick Rose.